These floods are a sign of the fissure between us and the natural world that has developed. We don't have the relationship that we could have with the natural world. I am Hanien Conradie. I am an earth artist and I am basically a painter, so everything I do is painterly in my practice. Many years ago, I started working with a river on my grandmother's farm and started looking at water and working with river clay, the specific yellow river clay that comes from that farm. And I've been working with it for the last 12 years. In 2023, I became aware of the flood in Malawi because someone that I know was actually there and disappeared for 4 days. And there were mudslides and many people passed away. Back in my mind was the 1981 flood of Laingsburg, which made a massive impression on me, how the whole landscape had changed with this flood and how water can change the face of a landscape completely. And there's a beauty to it and a fascination to it, but also a horror to it. My process starts with a crisis and it ends in something that is sublime, which holds both the terrible but also the beautiful at the same time. Clay is a vehicle to express the character of water. Water is invisible, but clay gives form. And that's why I love working with the clay, and I've worked with the clay in so many ways. SPIER gave me that opportunity by saying, here is 4 meters of wall, give us one of your flood paintings. There was actually a little flood at SPIER, so I went there to collect clay and I walked around with the grounds manager. As we were talking, he mentioned to me, but there was this epic flood in the Preez River Valley where my maternal ancestors farmed and where the clay is from that I've been working with. The clay that I harvested many years ago was already a paste, and I could actually paint straight out of the bucket onto the canvas. Whereas this time when we got there, where the puddles were, it was covered in algae. But I know when this clay dries, it is very powdery. And I was also looking for bits of clay that had white chalk in it. We bring it back to the studio and I leave it in the sun so it gets completely dry. And then it gets pounded, and then it gets ground, and then it gets sifted a few times. I then mix it with water and a binder so that I can apply it to the canvas as a paint. I wondered to myself, would it be nice to collect branches that have fallen off trees and use those as my burnt plant material? I collected a mix of branches, break them up into small sticks, and then put them in sand inside a container. And then you put those containers inside a fire and you cook it. And when you then pull these sticks out, they are beautiful soft charcoal that you can use to draw with. And what I did was I ground it fine and then made paint with it. It really is a dance with the clay because the clay resists and it doesn't apply evenly. So I have to work with it to become smooth. And then when I start painting in the burnt plant material, the plowed fields and the mountains and so on, when I then apply the clay over that, it does feel like I'm part of the flooding. What I hope that my artwork will invoke in people is simply for them to ponder their relationship with the natural world, that they also reflect on their own special places, on their own relationship with the natural world.